Main screen turn on. It's you.
How are you, gentlemen? All your base are belong to us. You are on the way to destruction.
What you say?
You have no chance to survive, mate. Your time. Ha ha ha.
What's up, everybody? Final Boss here, where all your base are belong to us. We cover all the bases at Final Boss, and today we're going to continue on crypto journey with our atomic wallet. But before we do that, I just want to cover how to manage FOMO. But I have a question to ask you. Have you ever seen your friends post on social media about his crypto gains? How Dogecoin hit 70 cents and how he became a millionaire because he bought Doge at 3 cents. And when everything else is going up, they're so confident in crypto that they let everyone and their mothers know about how great crypto is and tell everyone to start investing. And when you hear of your friend's success about crypto, you get this lingering feeling that you're missing out. So what do? Oftentimes we buy in because we get something called FOMO, fear of missing out. This is almost always most likely well-intentioned. However, these are often the times to be most cautious. So what causes FOMO? It is rooted in an attribute known as envy. And this is dangerous because it is a feeling that often comes when investing, and we must fight it at all costs. In 2007, when Bitcoin started hitting 14,000 and altcoins started maxing out and started going 20x, or in some cases even 100x, some people I knew started investing because of FOMO. It's very interesting because when I started telling them about Bitcoin at around 3,000, they totally ignored me and called it a scam. However, when it reached 8,000 and 15,000, they started asking me questions and started getting really serious about investing. And for a couple months, they made all kinds of gains.
Yeah!
Everyone makes money during the bull market. Then, after Bitcoin hit 20,000 and everyone was in euphoria, everyone's dancing in the streets. When it hit 20,000, everyone thought it would hit 25 and 30,000 and 50,000. There was no limit, right? But Bitcoin started falling eventually all the way down to 4,000 to 5,000K, 5K. Cardano started falling all the way from $1.11 all the way down to 3 cents. I personally bought some. I personally bought some near the top. Even Ethereum, huge coin, went all the way from 1300, 1400, all the way down to under $100. And some coins that were really popular in 2017, such as Veritasium, it went all the way from $465 all the way down to $2.40. And to this day, right now, to this day, it's worth only $17.63. It never made up. It's pretty much a dead coin at this point. So, Bitcoin, previous bull market, all the way from 19,000, almost 20,000 to under 3,000. It's crazy, right? So some of my friends who bought Bitcoin at around 15,000, it's around this time that they bought. Some bought at 11, all the way to 17. It dipped a little bit. I told my friends, I gotta admit, to buy it around 15,000. And some of them bought it at 15 and they went all the way to 17 and they went down a little bit, went all the way up to 19, almost $20,000. And they ended up selling because they couldn't take the pain of losing more money. Some of them sold it at 7,000 and some of them sold it at this time, I think around $5,000. Imagine, think about it. This is like over the span of a couple months, but it went all the way from 20,000 to $5,000. So they went from FOMO, fear of missing out, to FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Some of my friends who bought Bitcoin at around 15,000 ended up selling at 5K a couple months later. So how do we keep ourselves from getting FOMO? The market sentiment has changed drastically within a matter of a week. Last month, we were at, let me show you something, fear and greed index. Last month, we were at extreme fear. A little over a week ago, we were still at extreme fear. Last week, we were at regular fear. Yesterday and today, now we're at greed because the market pumped. Typically, when we are at extreme fear, it is the best time to buy. When we are at fear, it's the second best time to buy. When we're at greed, typically it's not the best time to buy. However, I think much of the market sentiment is pointing towards a massive second leg of the bull market. That's about to start at any time. Due to that, you may want to buy some crypto at this time. But here are the facts. Number one, no one knows exactly what the next move for Bitcoin will be with 100% certainty. Number two, Bitcoin can go down to 20,000 just as much as it can go up to 100K. And number three, there might be a lot of sideways action before Bitcoin makes a major move. So with all these facts in place, how should you start investing if you have never invested in crypto before? Remember, I am not a financial advisor, so take what I say as educational rather than financial advice. So I'll tell you my background. I got into crypto back in 2017. I started researching Bitcoin mining when it was about $1,000 around this time. And I started buying crypto at around $3,000 right here. And incrementally, I started buying a little bit at a time. Incrementally, I started buying more and more and more and more. About here is when I started buying around here, this range, right before the huge parabolic leg up. So I bought at an average price about maybe 12,000 or so, and I enjoyed a couple months of great success, and I felt like I was a genius at this time. However, very soon, this feeling of success and euphoria, it deteriorated when Bitcoin collapsed at $20,000. So around this time, for several years, I suffered greatly when it went all the way from 20,000 all the way down to $3,000, $4,000. I suffered greatly. Luckily, I really believed in Bitcoin as a future, so I was able to hold on. So I never sold. But so knowing all that I know about crypto and living through one bull market and surviving a long and drawn out bear market, here's what I would do if I were to hypothetically for the first time start investing in crypto today. Number one, I would never invest more than I am willing to lose. Remember, never invest more than you are willing to lose. And what I would do is from my savings that I have accumulated, I would take 10% and invest it into crypto. Out of the 10% I would invest into crypto, I would buy 50% Bitcoin, 20% Ethereum, 10% ADA, and 10% into a coin called Theta. And for the rest of the 10% into other altcoins. I would try to stick with the top 10. Chainlink is a good one. Litecoin's okay. Polygon's a good one. Stellar. Some of the other ones. Terra is good. So I would buy some of these altcoins. Like I said, Bitcoin can go all the way back down to 20K just as easily as it can reach new all-time highs. So to prepare for that, I would incrementally start buying more crypto whenever Bitcoin goes down. Depending on your risk tolerance, you can invest another 5% of your savings if Bitcoin dips to 25K, or invest 2% of my savings at a time whenever Bitcoin dips. More often than not, but Bitcoin doesn't go up straight. If you look at this one, it went all the way up to 38K, 40K, went back down to 33. Went to 39, went all the way back down to 30. Went all the way up to 40, had a small dip right here. 47, 46. Down to 44, all the way up to 57, back down to 49, 46, all the way up to 50, 61, back down to 51, all the way up to 63 and went back down. So it doesn't go at a straight line. It zigzags up on its way up. So there's always opportunities to purchase Bitcoin. Whenever there's a dip, significant dip, those are the times to buy. If Bitcoin were to go up, you can wait for a dip or start dollar cost averaging into crypto each month as you receive your paycheck. So if you receive a paycheck and you're putting a certain amount into your savings, you could set aside a little bit to put into crypto, like 10%, 5%, whatever amount you want to put in. And remember, once again, do not invest more than you're willing to lose. And when Bitcoin hits $100,000 to $400,000, you can start taking your profits. I will personally start taking profits for at least my initial investment at around when Bitcoin hits the valuation of 100,000 and on from there. So at 100K, I might take 10% of what I initially invested. At 120 or 110, I might take another 10% or 15%. At 120, I might take 20%. And as it goes higher, I might take more and more of my initial investment. So I'm giving you this guideline so that you can learn from my mistakes. For those who don't remember history are doomed to repeat it. I would like for you to be cautious because bear markets are not fun and it can wear on you, especially if you invest money that you cannot afford to invest in for several years. However, let me show you something to give you some perspective. Let's look at Bitcoin. Let's zoom out. Go to Bitcoin again. Let's zoom out. All right. So this is Bitcoin. This is our current bull market. This is the previous bear market. Let's zoom into the previous bear market right here. It looks very, very big, right? It looks like a very drastic parabolic bull market right here. All the way from 2000 or 1000 something all the way to 20K almost. It looks like a drastic bull market. Let's go back out into the previous bull market. This bull market goes all the way from $140 to 1,131, peak of 1,151. That's a very big bull market, and it goes almost parabolic right here, right? If you look at it and zoom out, however, let's look at the entirety of Bitcoin. The first bull market is a very small blip right here. It's a blip in the radar. It's nothing. Let's say I bought it at 1,078 back into December of 2013. Let's say instead of buying it like 20 Bitcoin at $100, let's say I buy only like 5 Bitcoin at $1,000, over $1,000 each. And I never sold it. I suffered a long bear market here. But I never sold it. I'd still be in the positive. Having 5 Bitcoin today is a big deal, right? At the valuation of 48,000, 41,000, that's a big deal. Let's say I bought Bitcoin. I made the stupid decision of buying into the hype and FOMO. And I bought Bitcoin at $17,000, $18,000 right here. And I suffered a long bear market. Went all the way down to 3K. But I never sold it. I was steadfast in my belief that crypto is the future. And I never sold it. This looks almost insignificant. Instead of buying 3 Bitcoin at 2,000, let's say I only had money to buy 1 Bitcoin at $17,000. And I freaking suffered through this whole horrible 3 years. And I'm where I'm at right now. So at $41,000, $42,000, I more than doubled my money, even if I bought it at 18,000. So my point is this. Don't worry too much about FOMO. The reason why I'm covering FOMO today is because I would rather have you guys buy it at a good entry point rather than to buy it all the way up here. So if you buy it at 65K, 63K, you can only buy so much Bitcoin. And my point is, don't pay too much attention to at what price you're going to buy it, because chances are in 4 years or 10 years, this is going to be just a blip on the radar right here. In 4 years, this is just going to be a blip like this in 10 years. that's my point. I feel like the pumps for Bitcoin is not going to be as big as it has been in the past, but I do think we're going to look back at this time and think, wow, it was negligible that we bought it at 36K rather than 54K. I think later on you're going to be like, if I could have bought it at 63K, damn, I got a big bargain on Bitcoin. So yeah, you guys are early adopters still. Don't take it too seriously, but at the same time, I would like for you guys to buy Bitcoin at a better price. That's why I'm telling you guys, be a little patient and don't buy into the FOMO. When it hits 100K, you're going to want like more Bitcoin. You're going to start using money that you don't have, and don't take out loans, the things like that. Don't do that. Be patient, have a little perspective, and study history. Alright guys, so here's our portfolio for this week. I'm going to do a quick rundown of the portfolio, what a difference a week makes. Things are a bit down in 24 hours, but it's overall. Cardano is finally staked, but I didn't earn... Oh, I did get some ADA. I got 2 ADA today. So I could claim it, but I think there's going to be a fee on that. I'm not going to... Yeah, it's not worth claiming right now. But it's still pretty cool that I am able to claim my ADA now. Zilliqa 2, I think I got... Yeah, it's not worth it right now because the fee is about 33. So anyways, I'm getting some passive income on my coins that are staked. So that's pretty cool. That's the main reason why I picked this wallet, because there are some staking functions on it. So anyways, for some reason it does not show my total value of my portfolio. It doesn't show the staked coins except for Cardano. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to calculate everything and just go through how much everything, the valuation of everything. Right now it is 9,365.63 cents for all the unstaked coins plus Cardano. And for the coins that are staked currently, the value of those coins are $677.10. So that comes to a total of $10,041.65. So we're up $41.65, which is 0.4% ROI. So we're pretty much even right now. And I think we have a large chance of going up, a big chance of going up rather than down, in my opinion. Things are looking a little bit more bullish, so I'm going to plan accordingly. I kind of want it to go down, but I'm excited to see crypto go back up. So we'll see what happens. Like I said before, if Bitcoin pumps, everything else pumps. So watch out for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is king. Alright guys, thanks for joining me. Hope you guys have a good one. Have a good week. Take care. God bless. See you soon. Alright, bye.